Cooking with the MadSnap'r on the Masterbuilt 2-year update, 3-year update. I don't know. I'll look it up and find out. We're going to do some baby-back ribs. Ready?
Okay. In about 2 hours, we're going to put these on the smoker. So right now, we're going to season them up, put it back in the refrigerator for about an hour, and let the salt sit in. So right now, we have 2 baby-back ribs. I got them on sale, about 13 bucks a piece. Yeah, that's not a good sale, is it? I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. Anywho, let's get them out of the package, get the silver skin off, and get them salted up and let them rest. So we're not going for competition, so I'm not worried about trimming these up, squaring them up, or anything like that. Not at all. Right now, I'm going to take a paper towel, dab away all the moisture off of them, and we're going to flip them over and get that silver skin off. And I'm going to... Taste is a matter of opinion for everybody, so I'm going to experiment. I like things simple but complex. Simple with your basic salt, pepper, garlic, and complex because I want layers. So this time I'm going to add something a little sweet and something a little spicy on one of them and see how it does. Probably with a little cayenne, just a dusting because I'm a big baby, and a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and we'll see how those affect everything. This is actually a reused, it's a Bearded Butcher Blend seasoning black. This is amazing stuff. I buy it by the 4-pound bags, and I'm sure at this point everybody knows how to get the silver skin off the back. I pretty much take the silver skin off everything except for beef ribs so they don't fall apart. If you leave it on, it's a little bit more nutritious for you, nutrient rich for you, nutritious. Yes, that's the word, nutritious, because that helps replace a little bit of calcium and collagen, especially collagen. But I take them off because it'll usually sear. Sometimes I like to sear these, but this time I'm not going to, and it would just burn and flake off. Anywho, so yeah, get your butter knife, put it under one end, then get you a towel, hold it with one hand, and rip it off. Literally, it'll go, make the noise. Do it. I'm not stopping the video until you make the noise. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back. Let me make this. Since I didn't salt these overnight like I usually do, I am going to use pink or white, some sort of sea salt. Crack it. You see it's on there? See it's on there? Ooh, I do both sides. And then let this sit for at least an hour. And then I'll re-season it while I'm getting my smoker good and up to temperature and clean and all that good stuff, which usually takes, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. It'll sit with all the seasonings on there. I still got to figure out if I want to use this or not. Hickory and molasses, I might as well. But this salt, pepper, garlic is my base blend for everything. When I like to layer everything, everything gets this no matter what. Because this is the base. It's like water. Gotta have it to live. My little experiment today. The base, salt, pepper, garlic. Then we got a little bit of sweetness with some cinnamon and some sugar and some cayenne and my Bearded Butcher black blend. Then we're going to try this hickory molasses on this one. So you can see the difference in the colors. This one also has coffee and molasses in it as well. Yeah. Anyway, that's my control because I know what it tastes like and I love it. This is the new one, and we're going to use pecan wood. So let's go fire up the Masterbuilt. Now that this is out and resting, we'll let this sit out for, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes. Let me cover it just in case anything gets inside. Here we go. Naturally, the neighbor's little yapper is going to yap the whole time I make this video. Anywho, Masterbuilt 560. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The, I don't know if it's 2.5 years old or 3.5 years old, somewhere up in here. Bloop. I'll put the information as soon as I look it up. Anywho, over there's my pecan wood. I'm gonna take a little saw and cut up some little pucks and put in there. This poor machine has been absolutely neglected 100%, but I still love it. This 560 is also not modded. I have not done any mods. Just put some lump charcoal in it. I do about 3/4 away because these baby backs don't take as long as anything else I cook, so I'm not worried about it. The only mod you can say that I've done, I have blocked off the vent plate That sounds like a piece of crap. Blocked off the vent plate so we can get a little bit more smoke. I don't use the drip pan anymore. I use that as my drip pan because I do a lot of Boston butts and briskets and other things on here. Hey, look at this rose next to this tomato. Yep. So I use whatever the cheapest starter I can find, which is going to be this, and a good crack lighter. And that's how we get them started. So I'll let this burn for a minute, minute and a half. Yeah, about a minute and a half. Obviously, I put the wood inside this firebox about once every hour and a half or so. Little chunks gives it a little extra smoke. So while that's lighting, I will pull these out and hang them over here. Over here. Make sure she's going. Oh, let's light it in the back. It's not necessary, but I do it to speed up the process. Okay. So the way I do it is at first, I'll get this to 275 to 300 degrees. Then I'll open the grill itself and take my wire brush, clean everything off. That way, I know it's sanitary. It ain't gotta look sanitary, but I want it to be sanitary. Oh, I love this machine. All right, I'm gonna cut up some chunks. This will be up to temperature in, I don't know, 15 minutes is what I usually let it sit before I come outside. It'll be up to temperature quicker than that, but I want everything to heat soak. Okay, so this one is going to be the new season. That's traditional, a little flatter, a little plumper. Okay, that way I can keep up with what's what. I didn't bring nothing to cut my pecan wood, so we're using apple wood. So we'll have to change that up a little bit. No big deal. I do like the pecan wood a little bit better on the ribs. I've already scraped this off with the wire brush, so let me put these on. Little tip, when you put them on there, you can bunch them up or flatten them out, and that's pretty much the way they're going to stay is when you sit them on there, as far as the thickness or density of the cook itself. All right, so again, from my memory, we've got the new season, we got traditional, that way I keep up with those. We're running about 220 degrees. I got a chunk of apple in there already. This is clean. In about 2 hours, I will come back and I will put bacon, thick cut bacon up here, because bacon on your smoker is making me drool right now. It's like physically hard to talk because my mouth just started watering. Anywho, so all the drippings will drip on that, keep it good and moist. I rarely will have to spray. If I do spray, it'll be with a little bit of apple cider vinegar and water mixture. And here we go. All right, let's add a couple little small chunks. We're about an hour and a half in. Oh, by the way, 2.5 years old. That is how old this Masterbuilt is. Got it early 2020, and we're now mid-September 2022. Yeah. All the smoke. Running around 210 degrees. Smells good already. It's gonna be a long, good fall off the bone type smoke. Yep, here we go. Also, something I wanted to do real quick is put some bacon on the smoker. One-handed is a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna be able to do it. There's the bacon. Now I got bacon goo on my phone. So this video is also just a collection of Snapchat clips put together. Anywho, that will keep everything moist. We're, I forget, 2 hours in. So the bacon will be done an hour and a half, roughly. And then I can nibble on it while everything else cooks. 3 hours in, let's put some more a couple little more chunks on the firebox. Keep the smoke going. Just like that. Nice and easy. And that's hot. Let's see if we need to spray. These dollar store spray bottles suck, but that one's spraying. Bacon needs to be flipped. It didn't really need to be sprayed, but did it anyway because it looks yummy. All right, I'm gonna flip the bacon and we'll let it keep cooking. So getting ready to make my sauce. I don't like that one and I don't like that one, but I kind of like them together. So I'll take those two, mix them, add a little bit more mustard because I like a mustard-based sauce, and I'll taste it. I know I've got some heat going on one of my racks of ribs, so I need something sweet. So I'll take some raw honey, put it in the microwave for 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. That way I can actually drizzle it. This is about not quite a 1/4 cup. And I'll mix that up, give her a taste, and add any seasonings that you like. Since you're brushing it on, you can pretty much add any type of seasoning. And just try to make it be comparison to the flavors that you got already. Some contrast to the flavors, that's what I meant to say. Alright, it's been 4 hours. It should be time to baste everything and pull that bacon. I know the bacon is done. We're going to take the Inkbird because it's amazing and check to make sure that the ribs are done. $160 and climbing. So yeah, the ribs are done. 170, 180. Yep, ribs are done. So what we'll do now is we'll pull the bacon. We will baste these goodies. Slather them up, then we'll crank the temperature up just a little bit for 1 more hour. Well, the bacon only cooked for 2 hours, but the ribs are at 4 hours. Also, I don't brush with the brush. I chop, because you don't want to brush all the seasoning off. And the only reason even though I could eat these ribs now after a rest, I'm going to bring the temperature up some so that can caramelize and make my ribs sticky, because everybody likes sticky. So we're going to go 275 and check on it in about 30 minutes. Could take an hour, but probably 30 minutes. Might come back down to 250. I don't know. Depends on how things look. Also, I'm going to add a couple more pieces of wood. Let go. There we go. Also, just out of curiosity, I want to see how much is left out of this. Almost done. Yep. So no waste, no leftovers. I won't have to add anything else. Sweet. Love this Masterbuilt. Oh my goodness. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes or so. Let's check on them to make sure they're not burning. Oh, and it's raining. Temperature is 262. Oof, that looks amazing. Yeah, probably, let's give it a little sear. Let's bring her at 275. Give her about 10 more minutes, then we'll pull them. And I can't remember if I mentioned this already or not. I don't wrap them. I don't wrap my ribs. I don't wrap my pork butts. I don't like wrapping pretty much anything except for brisket because you kind of have to. To me, it makes ribs taste boiled, or it makes beef ribs taste baked. I just don't like wrapping it. Take the time, let the smoke do its work. You'll get the bark that you want. If you're in a hurry, sure, smoke them for 2 hours, wrap them for an hour, let them rest for a while. But there's no taste comparison when you wrap anything. There just isn't. That's all there is to it. Let's put this up since we don't need it. Yes, I will wrap for transport. I will wrap for reheats, but I don't wrap for smoke. Okay, started raining, so we're gonna pull them now, even though I would normally probably let them sit another 10 or 15 minutes, 20 maybe. But just turn the smoker off. And we're hoping they don't fall apart, because we want to be able to grill them. That is the, dang, I don't remember which one's which. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video. Ooh, look at that. Cooking with love, but it's food for the soul. So don't be. Anyway, all right. Let these rest for 15 minutes or so, then we'll cut into one. Okay, here they are. Let's see. Nice. Sometimes it's easier to turn them over. That's juicy. So you can see in between the ribs. Or get the ribs mixed up. There we go. It's at that angle. Oh yeah, you can really see the smoke ring. Yes. Anyway, sticky. That's why I don't wrap them, because I want that sticky sweetness. These look amazing. I am going to eat now. That's the sweet one. This one's going to be the spicy one. Okay, actually just cut a couple. So these have only been resting about 10 minutes. They could rest a little bit longer. But for a quick little bite. Yes, sir. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Sweet ones, hands down. Well, sweet and spicy. Dusted with cayenne, dusted with a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and then basted with my little homemade honey barbecue sauce. The amount of flavors and different layers of flavoring, from the Bearded Butcher Black Blend to that, just oof. Anyway, love my Masterbuilt 2.5 year update. It still does great. That's how I do my baby backs and my pork ribs. My regular spare ribs are the same way. Have a good one. I cannot express how good these are. Two distinct different flavors. Super, super yummy.